Welcome back to Demons and Daughters. This is episode 11, and we're having fun. And then let's bring everybody else back in. I don't have a cool, fun intro. I haven't done it yet, guys. Yeah, keep waving, yeah. I haven't come up with a fun, cool introduction that wows you all, and I never will. I just want that to be clear. There we go.
Hi! Hello. Hi.
Please introduce yourselves, since I suppose I'll do it first. I'm Lyndon. I'm the Dungeon Master, the Dungeon Daddy. Don't pull that face. Yeah, and to my left and the audience's also left is Agatha.
Hi. My name's Morn. Putman Trimmer. Fun fact. Oh, my fact about Agatha.
Fun fact.
Agatha's horse is called Clements, after clemency. I'm AJ, I play Thalia, and Thalia's childhood horse is called White, but it is a black horse.
I'm Taya, I play Rosalind, and Rosalind's childhood horse was called Snow, and that was a white horse.
Cool.
Also, I am very sick with a cold this week, but I'm going to try and do my best to cough and sneeze and sniffle in character. Just ignore it. Rosalind's not ill, unless she becomes ill in this session. We'll see, I guess.
She caught it off Agatha.
She's got Agatha's disease.
Agatha's
disease flying around the room. People who have watched our puppet episode get that joke. You should watch all the episodes to know what's going on.
Jesus.
Love you, anyone watching, genuinely.
I don't think I'll do my joke now. It's been too long.
What was your joke?
No, it's gone.
I want to
It's
hear
gone.
it.
No. Anyway.
What was Gilbert's horse called?
Gilbert does not name his horses, does he?
I think he does.
He absolutely does.
Well, I guess you just don't know that he names his horses secretly. He just talks about the horses. Yeah, saddle my horse for me.
He's so cute.
It's called Amelia. So that he can ride it.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Why are all the animals named after Talia's dead mum? Every animal.
Millie. All right.
Anyway.
And intro.
Bam. I should put my microphone on.
Oh, that was
Yes.
useful.
That's what I do. I DM and I don't put my microphone on.
In
or
all
I
of
take
the
it off.
comments, bully the DM for never wearing his mic.
Now it's
Just
on.
bully the DM.
Yeah.
I'll cry on camera and
Do
you'll all
it.
feel bad.
Well, then you'll just be the same as us. So.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the only one who hasn't properly cried.
Was it
No,
last
but I've
episode
laughed.
that we all cried, or was it
I've
the episode
laughed.
before?
I think we all cried in the last
I
one. I
cried.
cried.
Yeah.
You cried. We all cried.
I don't remember why I cried.
Because we just talked to
Oh,
each other.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Last week, the girls woke up for breakfast. No, they skipped breakfast. I was thinking about vomiting everywhere. That also happened. But in terms of bringing us into this episode, we finished up with a morning, following your father's hand-scrawled map around Ratcliffe. You checked out the docks and nothing, you couldn't draw any connections there. You followed off to... Oh, you went back to the mysterious old lady's house to find it was locked and she didn't seem to be there. Then you followed off to the final X, which was a house just out of town, just off the main road, that seemed to have been abandoned for quite a little while. You helped yourself inside, unlocked doors, found a secret entrance under a rug, and head down following the smells of decay into a cavernous cavern, whereupon you found 4 dead bodies mysteriously.
It was a lot of
lot
bodies.
of dead bodies.
It was 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. Yeah. Then don't look at me like that.
I was thinking.
The things I have to put up with at this
It's giving
table.
to Viscount.
Yeah. So I was thinking.
Oh, shut up.
Found a bunch of dead bodies. Investigated this place. It seemed to be some sort of cultish temple hidden away. There seemed to be some sort of demonic statue that had been smashed and defiled, along with some sort of font of water. The whole thing was very upsetting, I suppose. Then you all headed back out after. Oh, you found some mysterious coins on these dead bodies. This sort of dark blackish metal shaped like a moon.
Wait, the coins were shaped like a moon?
I
thought
I
it
don't mean
carving.
I don't mean they were cylinders. I mean, yeah, they got a moon carved into them. Obviously, shaped like a moon would be
It's
not a
circular.
cylinder, a sphere.
A crescent.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, like, a moon isn't cylinder.
Shut up. All coins are cylinders, actually. They're just
No,
very
they're
narrow
not. Oh,
cylinders.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
okay.
Just to argue the case.
Anyway,
And then you headed back outside to get some fresh air.
Talia didn't.
I'm sat by.
I'm
Oh,
sat.
yeah. You took a seat, didn't you?
Right next to the trapdoor.
Yeah, you sat down on one of those lone kitchen
No, I'm
chairs.
sat on the floor next
Sat on the
to
floor. Okay, I
the
can't remember.
trapdoor.
Cool, there you are. Let's go.
And those
Round.
2 are outside.
Okay, well, while we're outside, Rosalind is just really breathing in the fresh air, like trying to get rid of the smell that was inside, and still sort of counting under my breath. And yeah, a little bit zoned out from everything that's just happened.
I'm sat.
Cool, you're sat.
I'm just stood there, just staring into space.
Cool, you stand
My app
outside.
just like did like a flash all the way across. That was really weird. Sorry.
As you stood outside near the road, you can sort of see traffic moving in and out of London, some carriages, some people on horseback moving towards you, both directions. Not at once, that'd be crazy. But different people are moving. Inside the house, it's fairly dark, it's dusty, stinky. You sit.
How long passes while you're still sat there?
How long are you guys waiting outside for?
As long as you're sitting inside.
I'm sitting.
Okay.
Talia opens up the trapdoor again
Mm-hmm.
and heads back down.
Okay.
Into like the bit with the font and with the statue,
Mm-hmm.
and just sort of stands and looks around, seeing if she can... I don't know, she's just sort of there.
Sure, you can hear the flickering and sort of guttering sounds of the lanterns. There's the occasional sort of echoey drip sound from off the walls.
And she just sort of walks around looking back over at the, like, carvings that she was in.
Mm-hmm.
Back at, like, past the font, and then ends up back, like, where the, like, head was.
Mm-hmm.
And just sort of sits there and just stares at that again.
So sort of sitting on the steps up to the broken head.
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally a sort of cool breeze flows over your shoulders. Smells real bad.
She's not registering the smell anymore.
A couple of flies land on your face. Brush them away, I guess, automatically.
So I guess after it feels like it's been too long, I turn back to Agatha. Should we go see if she's all right?
She'll be fine.
Perhaps she's... All right, a few more moments, but then if she doesn't come out, I'm going back in.
All right.
I guess those moments pass then. All right. Take a deep breath of fresh air and sort of try and hold it. Sort myself out. Are you staying or coming?
I'll come with.
Okay. I push back inside. Go back to the living room.
Yeah, you can see the rug's been pulled aside again and the trapdoor is open.
I walk back down.
I follow.
Everything is the way you left it. Obviously, it's only been a few minutes. At the back of the cavern, you can see Thalia sitting on these steps leading up to the broken, whatever you call a pillar that you put things on.
Plinth.
Plinth, yeah, up to the plinth with the huge smashed head beside her.
Sort of very cautiously walk towards her, basically taking as long of a route as I need to be as far away from all the bodies as possible. Thalia, are you all right?
Yes, of course.
What are you doing?
I don't entirely know. I guess we should leave.
Yes, we probably should.
Right.
Agatha?
My father shot these people.
What?
Well, I think he did.
Why would he do that?
Who knows?
Are you sure?
Not entirely.
But if this really was him, it means we're at least looking in the right directions. If they could have been here, stood where we're standing, it means we're on the right path, I suppose.
Why now then?
Just somewhere with fresh air, I suppose. I sort of hesitantly go back towards the stairs, sort of waiting for everybody to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Thalia gets up and starts to head towards the smaller bit where it goes into the other room.
Mm-hmm.
I take a very brief glance around the room and then follow.
And before I fully go into the next bit,
Mm-hmm.
sort of turn and look back around the room and just sort of whisper goodbye. And then
Yeah, as you're turning away, you could swear the eyes of the demon sort of light up, maybe as you turn your head away. You look back and there's nothing.
Did we hear Thalia say goodbye to the room?
You said whispered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I doubt it.
Okay.
And then follow up
Yeah.
out of the thing. Close the door back up.
Pull the rug back over.
And head
Head
out.
outside. Right. We should not be seen here, I think.
Yes. Where shall we go then?
I'm not sure, back towards Ratcliffe, I suppose. Find somewhere to...
Breakfast!
Yes. Yes, fine.
Breakfast wasn't open before. Perhaps it is. Perhaps we can eat now.
Yes, that's a good idea.
I nod.
Shall we then? We head back to the inn?
Yeah.
Sure. As you're making your way back, you're sort of overtaken by a few carriages, a few horses. Some going the other way, leaving. Sort of farmers, merchants, travellers. Doesn't take you too long to get back into the sort of town, city proper. Maybe about half an hour, 40 minutes later, you find yourself back at the inn.
Right. Food then.
Yes, I suppose. We head through to the dining room, see if they're serving food again yet.
Yeah, so I guess it's about... You left pretty early, so I guess
We left
it's probably...
at 7, I think.
Yeah, it's probably 10 o'clock now, I guess. No, 9 o'clock, so swing 2 hours. Yeah, it's probably about 9 o'clock. Breakfast has sort of been and gone, but there's... you're met by the woman from the previous day. Well, you're a little late for breakfast, but what can we've got some pork left over.
Yes, anything left would be appreciated.
No worries. Take a sit down. I'll get something for you. Feeling better this morning?
I feel fine.
Good. Right. All right. Coming right up then. Take a seat, and I'll bring out some. We just got some pork and vegetables left over. Bit of a broth, some bread. Cool. Take a seat.
There are people in the dining room.
No. There's the signs of people in the dining room. Some plates and bowls and cutlery and stuff that's not been cleaned up yet.
Agatha, what makes you think that it was your father?
I do not know. They were shot. My father, well, he's one of the best shooters in this country, I believe.
Well, yes, but there's several people who own guns.
Who follow the same map that we do.
I think it makes sense if they marked that place for some reason. Perhaps it was clearly the people there were doing something wrong. The statues and the icons, it was not of any gods or beings we have ever been taught about. The past said there were dangerous things and things we did not know about, and perhaps whoever it was down there was one of those things he was talking about. Perhaps your father was protecting us from them.
Then where are our fathers?
I do not know. But if they were there, if that was somewhere they had visited, if you feel that your father had done that, it means we're looking in the right places.
How far away is the waiting person?
She's not in the room.
Okay, I'll wait then.
Probably takes 4 or 5 minutes before she comes back out with 3 bowls and some bread.
Thank you.
No worries. Enjoy.
And another one of those beers, please.
As you are. She heads back out. Comes back in a few minutes later with a beer and some water.
Poke at the food and
Yeah,
eat
I
it slowly,
sort of
gingerly.
realise how nauseous I feel from seeing a lot of dead bodies. But yeah, sort of try and push around and eat what I can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't touch the food, but the beer in front of me, I just down it.
Mm-hmm. Gives you a nice, warm, light-headed feeling. Your stomach's still a bit queasy from the night before.
I ignore the feeling.
You know, you really ought to go careful with that.
That's rich.
Hardly. Sorry, which one of us is experienced with this, Agatha? I know what it's like right at the beginning. That's why I'm saying it's dangerous. You ought to go slow.
It has been a very distressing morning. I'm sure if you feel unwell, we're here.
Yes. We're here to play nursemaid. It'll be fine.
Sort of poke at the rest of the food in silence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, any other thoughts on what we're to do today then?
Well, I suppose we could return to the docks.
I thought we were doing that once it got dark.
Yes, that's probably wiser.
Perhaps back to the warehouse?
Yes. Yes, we never did look inside, did we?
No, we got... Excuse me a moment. And I get up from the table.
Mm-hmm.
Leave out the inn.
Mm-hmm.
And I just start wandering around.
Sure. You walk through, sort of down the main high street. There's lots of shops of everything. A lot of people calling out from their market stalls as you sort of hit that area. Things are getting pretty busy and rowdy.
I sort of try and find ways to like the not busy places. I like want to be on my own, just somewhere.
Sure. Yeah, you take some side streets, and the further you move, the louder your footsteps get and the quieter the sounds of the crowds get. You sort of dart in and out of wet, mucky, dirty alleyways. You find yourself moving further towards the river. The sort of smell of the river and of fish and sort of those sort of dockyard noises gets louder.
So I'm back at the dock.
You're heading that way. You probably you'd guess you're like 2 or 3 blocks away.
Okay.
But some of the intersections you could probably look down and see the river through one of them as you're walking sort of parallel to it.
Sort of head towards the actual river just so that I can stare into the water for a bit, really.
Sure, yeah, you get there. The river's a sort of mix of reinforced brickwork and just grass banks in various places. There are sort of makeshift jetties pushing out into the water, some more professionally built ones for the larger ships, other ones are sort of just out to small rowboats and stuff like that. At the point you're at the moment, you're kind of walking across this sort of muddy trackway along a sort of grass bank next to the river. The river's brown and dirty, it smells bad. Definitely not like home. It's the sound of seagulls fighting with ravens in the sky.
I just sort of keep walking until there's like it feels like a time to stop, or like if there's a place to stop that's still like near the river, and then I'll just sort of stop there, looking out at the river.
Sure. You're getting a bit further down, and there's a sort of old, abandoned, half-rotted dock with sort of wooden stakes all the way out and a few planks sort of missing, but the whole thing's there. There's some sunken rowboats there and things. You just sort of find yourself wandering out and sort of sitting on the end of it. It's high enough above the water at the moment that your feet are sort of dangling above the water, and you just sit there and watch ducks and the occasional swan pass by. Sometimes fish sort of bob up and disappear.
Just sit there for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Back at the inn, the two of you are sitting at the breakfast table in silence.
So it takes a long time to sort of be done with the food because I feel like genuinely ill from the morning, but I don't want to waste it because money suddenly means different things now. And I also know we offended the woman already last night and I don't want to upset her again. So I really try and eat as much as I can. And I keep sort of looking, checking for Thalia to come back in, but I know she's not going to.
Now that I've finished my drink, I'm eating the food at a normal pace, as one would eat food. Yeah. And I finish it.
Have we paid or are we paying now?
It'll usually be added to your bill, I think. The fine from yesterday was different.
Right, okay. I should probably go check. So I'm gonna go, and I know that she's not in the building anymore, but I have to go and check the room, so I go and do that.
Sure, it's an empty room, just the way you left it.
Is it exactly the same? So there's no more ghosts moving our stuff?
Make a perception check.
19.
Yeah, the diary that Thalia gave you is back out, open on the desk again.
That was in my reticule, on my person the whole time.
Okay, cool.
It was in my reticule on my person the whole time.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Is it open or closed?
It's open.
Okay. I go up to it, very quickly close it, put it back in my reticule. Very quickly go back downstairs, lock the door behind me, find Agatha again.
I haven't moved. I'm still sat, just staring.
Agatha, I went upstairs to look for Thalia, and her journal was out again where it was yesterday, and it's been in my reticule the whole time. I've not touched it.
Why is Thalia's journal in your reticule?
She said she didn't want it anymore, and she gave it to me to keep hold of, I suppose. And it was there the whole time, and it was with us all morning, and I never felt it any lighter. It never. And she's gone, of course.
Is the woman back in the room?
She's been in and out a couple of times.
When I next see her, I'm going to call her over.
Sure. Yes, anything else I can get you?
Another beer.
Another beer?
Please.
You sure? I don't want a
Yes.
repeat of last night.
I'll be quite
Oh well.
Some water, please, if you don't mind.
Of course. She picks up the jug that was already there. Comes back, a couple minutes later with a nice warm beer and some water. Because it's England.
Thank you.
I drink it and I finish it.
Okay, that's the last one. I'm not having a repeat of last night. Just so we're clear.
We're paying you, aren't we?
It's not how this works. You can drink as much as you can handle. And I've seen what you can handle. So that's all you're getting today.
Very well.
And she starts to clear up your table around you since you seem to be done. Or she's implying you're done.
I don't suppose you saw the other lady travelling with us, as she left.
The redhead?
Yes.
Oh, I did see her out the window. She was sort of heading east. Just down the street.
Thank you.
You really ought to be careful. It's not a place to go wandering around by yourself.
I'm well aware. Sorry. Thank you.
Are there any people around me?
Occasionally, a man walking his scruffy, grey-haired dog has sort of wandered past at one point. The dog sort of barked at you a little, and he sort of pulled it back on its lead. They were nowhere near you, obviously. You were right opposite end of the dock, which is about, 25 metres, say. And he sort of went on his way. Other than that, people are sort of keeping their distance from you. It's not a well-walked area.
Is there any, rowdy-looking people?
Rowdy-looking people. So the main dockland sort of area is to your right, so back up the way you've just walked from, sort of. And you can hear a lot of men sort of shouting at each other. You can hear some are sort of shouting orders, others are sort of shouting at each other, usually after a loud bang where you guess someone dropped something or messed something up. You can hear men just sort of swearing at each other. You're not picking out the words, but you can hear some consonants in there. You can tell they're not having pleasant conversations after these things. To the other way, it's sort of, things just sort of die out. This is one of the first sort of docks that seems to have just fallen into disrepair. There's a few more.
I head towards the dock where
Mm-hmm.
they're unlocking.
Cool.
Approach them.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, so yeah, you're walking along the pathway along the river. And yeah, things start to get a little bit busier again as you're moving towards these docks. You can see a couple of large sail ships, not the biggest you've ever seen, certainly not in drawings, and the occasional one you might have seen on your travels with your father. A couple of sort of single-masted, a couple of double-masted boats that probably are used for just travelling up the coast and delivering goods in various areas. A lot of smaller boats that look like they're for taking out fishing on the river, maybe further out towards the mouth into the North Sea. A lot of boats that seem to be going probably inland back along the Thames. Sort of much narrower, flat boats that would be rowed or pulled along and things. And there was you find yourself in this sort of warehouse district to your left, with the boats to your other way around. Boats to your left, a lot of warehouses and a few sort of inns and stuff to your right. And these are sort of, there's a lot of men just sort of forming lines, carrying things, horses drawing carriages, sort of everything's sort of crossing around in front of you, trying to keep out their way, I guess. Now you're closer, you see people offloading big crates, just using their muscles and some ropes and pulleys and that sort of stuff. And there's a big crash as you sort of get there, as someone's let this rope slip through their hands. It burnt their hand, he starts swearing. A couple of the other guys are laughing at them, but the guy on the ground that was sort of ordering everyone is sort of swearing and telling them to sort of pay attention to what they're fucking doing, that sort of stuff.
I call out. Need an extra pair of hands?
It goes surprisingly quiet considering how noisy it was. And probably about 15, 20 men sort of around you just sort of turn to see which high-pitched childish voice asked that. See it's a red-haired girl and just sort of laugh. They just laugh at you. A rowdy laugh. Good one.
You haven't answered my question.
So the guy that's closest to you. Oh, you're serious?
Did it sound like I was joking?
You sort of sort of pulls up his sleeves to sort of show off these huge tattooed muscles. It's like, I'm not sure you got what it takes, miss.
You can tell all of that just from looking at me. I thought after somebody had dropped something, maybe you'd want some help.
You short on cash, love? I could help you out.
I didn't ask for any money.
Well, why would you help if I ain't for money?
Well, of course money would be useful, but I didn't ask for it.
What's your game then?
I don't understand.
Why would you want to work for not money?
I just wanted something to do.
Wanted something to do? I've got an idea of something you could do. And you could earn a little penny as well.
What would that be, sir?
Oh, I think we both know.
I'm offering to help you move stuff.
Offering to help me maybe unload?
Well, it looks like you're moving things onto it. Stop it, it's so hard to stay in character.
I mean, I've got a room back in this inn over there if you want to help me out there.
I don't see how your room has anything to do with these crates.
What, do you want to fuck or not?
Excuse me?
Is that not what you're here for? You're here to pick up some dockmen, show you around, good time, earn a little penny?
No, I was here to help you move things.
But you're just a girl.
Yes.
So, like, you can't?
Why not?
You're weak?
Am I?
Yeah.
Would you like to put it to the test?
Oh, you're serious? Boys, she wants to challenge us to a bit of a strength competition. Yeah? Alright then. And he motions, big guy brings up this whole crate and drops it down in front of you. Bit of an arm wrestle then.
Absolutely.
Alright then, let's make it interesting. If I win, which I will, join me in my room. And if you win, which you won't, you have to join me in my room.
Well, that doesn't sound awfully fair. That sounds like my winning would actually be your prize. I think if I win, you give me a week's wages.
A week's wages? For what? A week's work?
I said I'd help you today. But...
Alright, if you win, you can work here for the day.
If I win, you give me a day's wages, as you're so certain that I won't win.
Oh, you just want the money? Alright, then why not? You could have my day's wages if you can beat me in an arm wrestle. Alright then. Let's do this. Puts his arm down on the block that's been there. Been put there. You're going to have to take out your D20. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a opposed strength roll.
Natural 20.
And he got a 6.
So that's
9.
23.
9. Now you got 23 to his 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're twice as strong, basically. So immediately his
More
arm,
than twice as strong.
his arm snaps back. So, oh, come on! I wasn't ready. Come on, let's do that again properly.
Would you give me the same courtesy if I had failed the first time?
All the men are laughing, except for him. No, come, best of 3. Come on.
Somebody seems a little worried, don't they?
I ain't worried. I just wasn't ready. Right, we'll be ready this time, okay? Okay, so you brace. It's quite obviously you're both ready this time.
21.
20. So you're both sort of back and forth. You're both starting to sweat. And slowly but surely, you're pushing the arm down. And there's, at this point, this whole thing takes like 3 or 4 minutes. At this point, everyone's stopped working. I mean, mostly because he's forced everybody to stop working because he was in the line of people working. So they're now gathered around. So there's about 10, 15 people all standing around now. All these big men towering over you, and they're all cheering and shouting. They're all cheering for him at the beginning, and then they're sort of laughing at him. There's a lot of name calling. There's a lot of, oh, you can't beat a little girl. The little redhead girl's gonna snap your arm off. And he's like, fuck off. As he pushes back that way again, but you take a deep breath and you're pushing back the other way. And the sort of crowd has sort of turned at this point, and then there's a lot of laughter, but they're cheering you on as well. They're like, come on, little one, come on, little one. As your arm gets lower, or his arm gets lower and lower and lower that way. And eventually it just sort of, snaps back, and he's like, oh, fucking got the devil in you, ain't you? Right, we said best of 3 then.
Well, that was 2 of 3, so you've already lost.
Yeah, and he doesn't. No, so that's right, because the first one counts. You said the first one counted. You wanted a best of 3. He's like, oh, fine. Takes out a couple of coins and slaps them on the table. Walks away in a huff, and all the other guys sort of cheering. A couple of them like pick you up and hold them up and like, it's the champion of the docks or whatever. It's all very unladylike. You pocket a couple of coins. I guess like, I don't know, 10 shillings. I'm just making that up. I don't know what a day's wages is. I still don't know.
It's not going to be 10 shillings.
Yeah.
Might be.
I've got 10 shillings now.
Might be
you
there.
said it.
Yeah. Yeah, you get 10 shillings.
Maybe he was like a high earner.
As he walks away, I've spelled wrestle completely wrong.
RESSLE.
W.
Wrestle.
Anyway.
I sort of call out, you should really watch your manners with the next guard that comes through here.
He just storms off. He's nursing his shoulder a little bit. He's very unhappy. So, head down. A couple of men still laughing at him.
Did you want help moving the crate that was dropped?
The other's like, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? You can earn those wages. Sure, so they point you down to the docks, bring you with them. And you can help lift up this big crate and move it onto the back of this horse-drawn carriage. Sure, make another strength check with advantage because there's a couple of you doing it. It's gonna be 16.
18.
Cool, great, yeah, you help lift this big crate onto the back of this horse-drawn carriage, and they're all impressed. And then it's on to the next crate, and the next and the next.
Cool.
In the meantime, you guys have left the inn?
Rosalind's pacing in a hallway.
Pacing in the hallway, cool.
I don't have anything else to say about what she's doing.
Cool.
Except that I've taken this out of my reticule and it's in my hands because I now don't trust it being in my reticule.
Sure.
I sit at the table for a bit and just stare into space, and then take a deep breath, and I walk towards where Rosalind went. Do I see her holding the journal?
So you go up the stairs to the hallway that your room's on. I presume that's the hallway you meant.
No, I meant the hallway downstairs.
Downstairs.
So like if anyone is coming into the inn, I can see them.
Okay, yeah. So you head up the stairs at the end of the hallway. There's no one in the hallway upstairs to the room.
Okay, I carry on walking.
Mm-hmm.
I stop at our room,
Mm-hmm.
look to it, look back, and then continue walking.
Mm-hmm. Cool. You get to the end of the hallway, where you look down the stairs. As you start to walk down them, that's when you can see Rosalind pacing back and forth at the bottom of the stairs.
I see the journal in her hands, and I stare at it. And then I walk forward, and when I walk forward, I I purposely walk into her, so I want to bash her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty, all over the place, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't even look her in the eye, I don't acknowledge her, I just bash into her shoulder, and then I leave the inn.
Agatha!
I hear her call my name, but I don't listen, I just walk.
I'm running after her.
Mm-hmm. Cool, you head outside, and you're sort of met by the busy high street. You can see just up the road, all these market stalls have been set up across the sort of street. There's a lot of calling and shouting.
Agatha, where are you going?
I ignore her.
Do you disappear into the market crowd?
Yeah, go on then.
Cool. Make a stealth check.
12. Oh, wait. 15.
Cool. You can make a perception check.
14.
Cool. Yeah, she disappears into the crowd. You sort of lose sight of her after a minute or so.
Where am I? What can I see?
You're in the middle of the market, down the street. So there's basically stalls down both sides and the sort of central aisle as well. It's actually surprisingly busy. And there's fishmongers, butchers, bakers, everything. Every kind of market stall you could think of, and they're all shouting out about their prices and stuff. And men and women are shouting back. People are haggling over prices. One woman's arguing about the vegetables she bought last week that went rotten within a day with some guy, and is like, verbal contract ain't worth the paper it's written on. Which is really funny to someone from the 90s.
Okay, I just keep walking for a bit, trying to see any sign of either of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm just sort of going between all the market stalls and crowds and stuff. Yeah.
Agatha, where are you going?
I don't have a plan in mind of where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a direction?
To the left.
Cool. So just along the main road.
Yeah.
Ratcliffe Highway.
Yeah. I don't care where I'm going. I'm just going to continue walking. If I see a bar, I'll go into the bar. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no, I don't have any money.
You'd have your rescue on you.
Okay.
If we
Do I see a bar?
Go back in.
Yeah, sure. As you get past the market, you've pushed through the market stalls, and you take a glance to your left, and you see sort of down one of these small alleys, there's a very surreptitious hanging sign. It's very dirty. You can barely make out that it's anything other than, it looks like maybe the shape of a head or something, but all the paint's sort of been weather worn away. But you look down, you can kind of see some lanterns down this alleyway that are sort of lighting up this doorway. They're like, it looks like it could be a bar.
Okay, I go down with her.
Okay. When you get there, you sort of see the sort of name scrawled above the door says the Rat's Tail, and the tail is spelled T-A-L-E.
I notice that, and I have like a little chuckle, like a, and then I just carry on.
Cool. You head inside. Yeah, it's pretty dark in there. There's a few candles, sort of tallow candles, giving off sort of a very smoky vibe. There's a couple of guys in a corner, sort of slumped over, sort of unconscious, drunk. And there's a woman behind a bar with a cliche dirty rag in her hand, wiping at a gin glass. And she looks up at you. What can I get you?
A dark ale, please.
Dark ale, fancy. Sure. We mostly have gin, but I've got some in.
Oh, gin?
Yeah,
What would you recommend?
we got gin.
What's the cheapest?
It's all cheap. This is Ratcliffe.
I go into my reticule.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how much
Mm-hmm.
a gin would cost. I just take out a single coin.
Mm-hmm. You just pick any of the coins.
Just pick any of the coins.
Cool. Is there a particular colour or size that you're drawn to out of these coins?
Brown.
A brown one. Okay, so you...
One might call it copper.
Yeah, that's it.
I understood. You take out a brown cylinder.
I'm thinking of like a 1p or a 2p coin.
It is a correct
it's a disc
description.
of wood.
Yeah, this is a Monopoly token. You put down. You'll need 2 of those.
I'm sure this will be fine.
Okay. Half a glass of gin then. She puts down the glass, pulls up a bottle from underneath the table, pours you half a glass of gin.
I see it. I take back my coin.
Mm-hmm.
I go into my reticule and I look for a silver coin.
Okay.
What will this get me?
Now we're talking. She gives you the bottle.
I put it down. I go sit down somewhere with the bottle.
Cool. You're sort of drawn to one of the seats near the doors because there's a window there, and there's a little shaft of light coming in through the window that lights up this dark wooden chair that's there. And you're just like, that looks like the nicest spot. You sit there.
I go sit there.
Mm-hmm.
At first I take a swig of the gin.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume it doesn't taste very nice.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, so I kind of like spit it back into the bottle. And decide...
You'll get used to it, love, don't worry.
So I take smaller sips. So I am taking like sips that it's not very pleasant, but it's like doable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do. I sit there. And I don't... Yeah, I just sit there. Don't do anything. Just drink.
Cool. The woman asks you a couple of questions, which I guess you don't respond to.
What are the questions?
Okay. You're new around here, yeah?
Yes. Visiting.
What place for a lady like you to be visiting?
A lady like me.
A lady like me? Yeah, a lady like you. Your business is your own. Just saying, be careful. There's rough types out there.
Be careful of what?
Rough types.
Rough types like what?
What? Might get yourself robbed, or worse.
Worse?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Don't
worse?
matter.
No, tell me.
Well, you walk around like this, coming into places like this. No man to protect you.
Why would I need a man to protect me?
Because there are people around that might want to do you harm. Maybe worse. You know what I mean by worse, right?
No, I don't. Pray, tell me.
Well, like... You know, get physical with you. Take what they want.
Get physical with me.
Men looking for a good time.
A good time.
Yeah, against your will.
Against my will.
What are you about, love?
I don't know.
I love this.
I just want to drink my gin, and whatever happens, happens. I'm sick. I'm sick, and I'm tired of living life by rules that I don't even agree with.
Oh, cheers to that.
I pick up the bottle and I hold it up.
Well, I'll say one thing for you. You've picked the right place for somewhere where rules don't apply.
Wonderful. Do you have anything to eat?
No.
Very well. I sit back and I continue sipping slowly at the gin.
This is what we call a gin den, I think. Gin den? Whatever. We have gin. We don't have food.
One of my cousins gifted me a bottle of gin for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
I never drank it.
Well, you should.
I should.
It's probably better than the swill we give you here.
Probably.
Gets the job done, though.
Yes, I also have a fish.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I won it.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I won a fish once. Goldfish. At
Yes.
a county fair.
Yes, I won mine at the Mayfair.
Died same day. Oh, these things happen.
I don't know if mine is dead or not.
Oh,
I left-
Schrodinger's fish.
Is that guy?
No.
That's
no,
not
lie.
right.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yes. I don't know if I'll ever find out.
Oh, why is that?
Well, considering what me and my two friends have been up to, I don't know if we'll even survive.
Yeah, London has a way of doing that to you.
Yes. Do you have any recommendations?
Recommendations.
Do you have any recommendations of what a girl could do around here?
For work? Or just for fun?
Perhaps both.
I mean, there's the Velvet Masquerade.
What's that?
It's the whorehouse.
The whorehouse. Like Mary Magdalene.
Who?
Never mind.
Okay.
When I meant recommendations, I meant places to visit.
Just determined to put the bottle down. Yep. Places to visit.
For fun.
Well, there's the Velvet Masquerade.
Well, I'll keep that in mind, but I'm talking about... I don't know. Just...
Things to do in Ratcliffe for fun. It's church. There's here.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go to a church, thank you.
And there ain't much to do around here for fun, miss. We're not exactly a tourist trap. This is Ratcliffe. This is where all the down and outs come. This is it. This is the end of the road.
Very well. I keep drinking. If you can't tell, I'm probably a bit tipsy at this point. Yeah.
You get your fun at the bottom of the bottle. That's what you get in Ratcliffe.
Yes, it is quite fun.
You know, if you want something stronger, you could try some laudanum. We've got plenty of that.
Laudanum? What's that?
It's just a mix of milk of the poppy and help me out. Help me out. What's in laudanum?
It's an opioid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's opium.
It's heroin mixed with. Well, it's not technically heroin, but whatever. She says both the ingredients of what laudanum is. So,
Opium. It's just opium, poppy.
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
that's
opium
all it
mixed with
says.
something else.
Not really.
It's just saying opium.
Cool, great. You can try some of that. That's where we all end up in the end, isn't it? So here's some for 4 shillings.
Look in my reticule.
Mm-hmm. No, you got 4 shillings.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
Sure. She pulls this small brown vial with a cork in it out of her pocket. You gotta go easy with this though. Just a couple of drops is all you need on the tongue.
Is it like something like a pipette, or do I have to like...
No, yeah, you just have to put your thumb over the top to sort of stop it dripping out too much.
Okay. That's what I do then.
Cool. Take a couple of drops of it, put the
Yeah.
cork back in. And you don't feel anything at first, other than what you're already feeling. You've got this sort of dizzy buzz going on. And then you get this sort of wave of warmth and love just flow. It starts in your toes and it sort of builds up until it's like flooding your whole body with this sort of... It's hard to describe the feeling. It's like a warm glow running through you.
I feel good?
Yeah, you feel really good.
Okay.
It fills your eyes, your nose, your ears. Everywhere of you just feels warm and fuzzy, and you feel happy and very, very sleepy. And you sort of, you close your eyes. The sunbeam is shining down onto you in this chair. And through your eyelids, you can feel the warmth of the sun on you, and you sort of drift off into a very peaceful sleep.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. I'm just the DM.
Meanwhile, I guess.
Yeah, who wants to pick up next? Are you busy at the dock still, working? Do you want to go into that more?
Yeah, I want to chat to them.
Cool.
Pick up some of that sailor speak. I'm kidding. Do you know which inn that man said he was at?
Well, so that man you've been interacting with, because he's on the boat above you, and he's, over the next couple of hours, he loses his gruffness and sort of starts to respect that you actually fucking can lift and stuff.
You fucking can lift, bro.
Yeah, he's like, do you even lift? He's like, she lifts. So you can even ask him if you want, but if you're just talking to the guy that you're loading with, he's like, oh yeah, we're all staying at the Seagull.
That's not where we're at. Or is it?
No.
No, the Seagull was literally, you were standing next to it. It's that in there, the one with the seagull painted on the side. Yeah, we always get a good deal there when we come into dock.
How come?
Because there's like 8 of us group bookings in it.
Right, of course.
Yeah, we always stay there. It's nice to be somewhere regular where people know your name.
And do many ladies come past here?
Well, a handful. Mostly we go off to the Velvet Masquerades.
What's that?
What's the whorehouse, isn't it?
And what is that?
A whorehouse or the whorehouse?
A whorehouse?
Oh, blimey. Well, it's like... Really? Right, well, a whorehouse is just where you can go to buy sex. Or whatever it is you're into. That's usually of a sexual nature. Sometimes people just want someone to talk to. Most of the time we go there to fuck.
Right, and forgive me if I'm...
You thinking about getting to work there? You're pretty strong. I bet there'd be people real interested in you.
Well, I thought that was how babies were made, and forgive me, but it seems like it wouldn't be an excellent practice if people were getting pregnant.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know about these things, but I believe women have like, ways of, like, making sure it don't happen. Like, you know, I guess you'd know better than me, right? Being a woman and all. You must know what it is that women do to not get pregnant.
Why would I be asking you if I knew the answer?
Well, why would you be asking me anyway? I'm just a guy.
Well, it seems
standing in
like...
front of a girl, ask her if she lifts.
It just seemed like you were
Bro.
experienced with this. So
Oh, I'm pretty experienced, but not a pregnancy.
Right.
This is just beer.
Exactly. So then, how do you stop pregnancy happening?
I don't
if
know.
You're experienced in it.
Ask your mum, I guess. Hold on. Did I say something wrong?
No, it's quite alright.
Ah, we don't all get on with our mums. My mum's a bitch too.
No. My mother was the nicest person alive.
Oh. Oh, fuck, sorry.
No, it's
Right,
quite alright.
yeah, no, sorry.
No, it's quite alright. Sorry.
Right, put your shoulder into this one, it's heavy. Yeah. Oh, that's awkward,
Where is
isn't
the
it?
Velvet Masquerade?
Oh, it's, Oh, yeah, where is it? Oh, he says as if he doesn't go there all the time. It's across Ratcliffe Highway. So you cross over the highway, and then you take a left at that big inn, followed by...
Is that big inn the one that we're saying?
I don't know, ask him.
I don't know what one we're saying.
I've forgotten the name
What
of
I've
it.
written somewhere,
Did we just call
probably.
it the Ratcliffe?
I think
I think
it's
it's just the Ratcliffe Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a left at the Ratcliffe Inn, head down the highway, take the second right, I think there's a cobbler's there, then a couple of streets over, there's a big old mansion house. It's a bit dirty, it's white, it's all big pillars, Greek looking, you know what I mean. And that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Guess you can spend your wages there. The rest of us do. Tell Madge and Beatrice that I sent you. Charles is the name.
Do you have a second name? Or am I just saying Charles?
I guess just Charles from the docks. Yeah. We're all a bit of a regular there. No worries. If you do end up working there, you can make a pretty penny.
Are there any other ways?
Of earning money.
Yeah.
I mean, you've shown what you can do here, I guess. Could speak to the gaffer, see if you could keep working here. I mean, we're only in and out, obviously. We're going to sail north up to Newcastle and back down again.
But say I needed to make quick money.
Quick money. Well, that's the way, yeah.
Right.
It's best I know, anyway. You got good teeth, I suppose. But you have to be pretty desperate to sell your teeth.
Yes, I don't think I'd be doing that.
James was pretty desperate. And James looks over the edge and he gives you a grin. There's no teeth there. Got himself stuck on the gin for a while. He's good now, though. We look after him.
Yes. I suppose I actually have a friend I should keep an eye on. She has recently discovered gin. Ale.
Yeah, it can get you, some of them. I mean, I can drink from here till next Tuesday.
Well, of course, as can I, but...
But, yeah, James here, he touches one drop and he don't stop. It's an odd one.
Yes.
Yeah, this is all, while you're sort of doing these things. Small boxes, large boxes come down, that sort of stuff. And horses are coming and going. As you fill up one, the next one comes in and gets lined up and stuff. Cool. Rosalind, you found yourself standing in the middle of the marketplace, having lost sight of Agatha, surrounded by loud, bawling people.
So I don't know how long passes, but I spend some time just going up and down, like all the bits, sort of looking, just trying to see if I can see anyone who looks vaguely like either of them. I'm sort of keeping an eye out for them both. And yeah, I do that for a while until I sort of come, I guess, to like the edge of the market bit and realise I haven't found them or seen any sign of them. And I just sit down at the side of the road for a bit.
Cool. In the mud.
Well, I've like the cleanest part I could find.
Yeah, you find...
But I'm pretty much like, I just need a moment to not give up, but just to sit with the fact that I have just lost both of them.
You find a bit of a sitting stone
Okay.
off towards the side, nestled up against a couple of sort of haphazard houses that are there. Take a sit down. You're just outside of the market space at this point. You're still on the road that leads you back to the house you were at, and so you keep looking up the road, and it kind of, you can't see the house, but you know it's there.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
16.
Cool. You look around. You can see, sort of various shops that are sort of less visited because everyone's sort of busy with the market at the moment. Across the road from you, there's an alleyway that seems to have sort of an inn tucked in inside it, some sort of pub type thing. There's a sort of bakery for bread, just bread.
No pastries here.
I sit for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of gather myself and head towards the inn.
Okie dokie.
I take a look in the bakery on the way, just on the off chance Thalia's in there.
Not in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you look through these little glazed lead pane windows, like the small things, and you could just see, just lots of just plain bread rolls. Literally, they're all just the same.
Yummy.
Cheap.
Okay,
Smells good though. As you walk past that down the sort of dirty alleyway, you're sort of you come up to this small building, and across the top of the door it says the Rat's Tail. It's spelled Tale.
Interesting.
Just looks like a
How convenient.
dodgy looking inn.
Are there windows?
Yeah, they're dirty. You can kind
And
of
I sort of
see.
try and look in and see if Agatha's in there.
Sure, make a perception check.
Or Thalia. She could be drinking.
18.
Cool. Yeah, you look through this window that light is shining through.
I just feel like Agatha went straight to an inn, okay?
And you see through the dirty window, you can see this sort of long blonde haired young lady in a sort of brown dress, just sort of sitting in a chair, slumped like this.
Okay, I very tentatively go in.
You held it for so long.
What can I get for you?
Oh, sorry,
You're here for this one, aren't you?
yes.
I can tell.
Is she alright?
Yeah, she's good.
Has she drank a bit more?
She's had a bit, yeah.
Oh, can I see the gin bottle?
Yeah, it's just sitting on the table, I presume,
How
right?
much is left in it?
3/4, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't drink that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
She got onto
Is
better
the
stuff.
laudanum bottle on the table?
No,
I don't
it's in her
know,
pocket.
on a sweep.
She put it in her
Okay.
pocket.
Well, thank you for looking after her, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. Agatha, make a constitution check with disadvantage.
Alright.
It's -1.
Yeah. 6.
Cool.
Oh, she's about to throw up.
Oh, no.
So yeah, you stand above this small table and chair with little Agatha, pale, sickly looking, slumped in the chair, kind of peaceful as well at the same time. She's got a kind of a restful smile on her face.
How long has
A
she
little bit
been?
of saliva coming down the side of her mouth. Oh, I don't know. Half an hour?
Alright, and it's no trouble, her being here.
No, she paid. You want something to drink? Got gin? I mean, she paid for the whole bottle. You can just have some of hers. What do I care?
Alright, thank you. I think I'll just wait for her to wake up. I
Sure.
don't want to disturb her.
She might be a while.
You've not seen another girl of around our age with red hair, have you?
Nope.
All right. I just sit down at the table, in silence, and I sort of keep looking at Aggie, and I just don't want to disturb her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to keep moving crates until the crates are done.
Cool. I think then we'll just time jump. So you can sit next to Agatha for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Bro.
I'm out.
In this time, she snores, she drools, she coughs a little. And you just sort of sit there. Do you sip at the gin at any point that's sitting there?
I sort of sniff it at one point and then put it far away from me.
Okay. You sit and wait. Reminds you of Jane White. And you finish up a day's work. You unload the boats. The captain gives you extra money. So he gives you another however many shillings. So you just double whatever gave you before. Was it
Cool.
2 shillings?
You said 10.
10 shillings, right. So he gives you another 10 shillings.
Cool.
Gives you a big, strong handshake. And he's like, I have to say that was surprising, but you know how to put in a good day's work. If you're here next time we are, sure, we can have another good day's work. We're leaving in the morning. We're going to be sailing north. You want to come with us?
I'm afraid I've got people here that I'm staying with.
Right, yeah, fair enough. Well, we'll be back in a couple of months. If you're still here, you can have another day's work.
Thank you.
Good job.
And perhaps next time you might take a girl seriously when she comes by.
Look, what the men take seriously and don't take seriously is really up to them. I, of course, knew straight away that you would be able to put in a good day's work.
Oh, really?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
But I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. And you have my respect.
Thank you. I don't suppose before I leave you could suggest a place to get a drink.
Well, we're all drinking at the Seagull. That's where we're staying. We always get a good deal there. Honestly, I would recommend the Seagull because I don't know the other places quite so well. There's a lot of rowdy places. I can tell you where not to go. Wouldn't recommend the Velvet Masquerade for a lady. There's a gin den I would not recommend either. It's full of scum and villainy. What's it called? It's called the Rat's Tail, spelt Tale. It's one of those places where you go there, you'll just end up getting robbed.
I think I'll head back to try and find my friends, but thank you for today.
No worries, thank you. Rest those arms. They'll be sore in the morning, I bet.
Yes.
We're setting sail in the morning. If you change your mind, can always do with an extra pair of hands.
Thank you.
Pays well.
Yes.
Alright, yeah. Fair winds to you.
I head off.
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of head vaguely towards the inn because I know that that's also the way to get other places.
Mm-hmm.
Do I pass the Rat's Tail on the way?
No.
Okay, I'm going to head back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
And go in and look for them.
Cool. There is, no sign of them. It's gone midday. I guess it's like 2 PM now. You ate at the docks. Someone shared their food with you.
Oh, cute. Was it Charles? Love Charles.
No, it was James. James with no teeth.
Oh, because he can't eat the
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, well, he ate his sandwich that his wife made him. He gave you his apple.
Oh.
And some cheese. He split some cheese with you.
And I just sort of assume that they have gone to do something and I can't get into the room because I don't have the key.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll go check out the scummy gin den.
Sure.
Would I pass it on the way to the Velvet Masquerade?
No.
No, okay.
Well, you'd have to go there for me to really answer, but no.
All right. No, I'll...
Where does Thalia want
I'm going to
go?
go to the Velvet Masquerade.
Okay. Cool. You follow the directions that you think you remember. And it's after a couple of wrong turns, you find a building that you think matches the description. It's 3 stories high. It's dilapidated. It used to be a very fine building. It looks kind of like your own house back home. Slightly larger. Maybe a lot larger. But like nothing like the Penhallows Hall or nothing like the Viscount's. But large. And you can see there are sort of red curtains all drawn so you can't see them through the windows. The front gate is sort of covered in this sort of peeling black paint along the rails. And there is a sort of wooden carving of a masquerade mask sort of on the gates, which makes you think this must be the place.
Mm-hmm. So I head in.
Cool. You go up to the door.
I'm going to knock on the door.
Knock on the door. Okay. After not that long, 10, 15 seconds, a very large man with sort of shaved head, huge muscles. He's wearing just a sort of skimpy leather vest that sort of ends just below the nipples, his sort of belly with all these sort of tattoos and hair and muscles is all showing. And he looks down at you. The guy's probably 5'8", 5'9", so he's a bit taller than you. He looks down, he's like, "You're looking for work?"
I've come to speak to Madam Beatrice.
Right, looking for work. Right, come on in. He steps aside to allow you into the house.
I'll step in.
Cool. Door closes behind you. Wait here. I'll go and find her. So you sit down and you sort of look around the hallway that you're in. There's a large staircase that splits up into two with these sort of red carpet that goes up. The carpet is sort of dirty and worn. There are sort of sconces on the side, oil lamps, sort of lighting up the sort of rooms because it's quite dark because all the curtains are drawn, but everything is kind of lit well. There were paintings on the walls of sort of men and women in various states of embrace, shall we say. Fucking, sorry, I meant fucking, yeah. And you can hear some sort of quiet music playing somewhere in the house. And this big guy heads up the stairs. You can hear his footsteps echoing down a corridor above you. You can hear a knock on the door, and you sort of hear a mumbling conversation with a low voice and a slightly higher voice, back and forth. And then you can sort of hear the tap, tap, tap of some sort of hard shoe coming down that reaches the stairs. And then you see some feet coming down the stairs, and this woman is revealed as she sort of turns the corner of the stairs and comes down towards you. She is a large, buxom lady. She has long blonde hair that's all been tied up into a sort of big, tall, French-type style. I don't want to call it a bun. I don't know, but you know,
like the late 1700s.
Yeah, like a big tower of hair with some ribbons and various jewelry and stuff tied into it. She's wearing a sort of sheer-ish white gown of sorts. Her breasts are up and together. They're huge. She's got these thick thighs, and she's wearing these sort of tall boots that come up just past the knees. And as she walks down gracefully but purposely down the stairs, looking at you with sort of blue eyes that just see right through you, sort of thing.
Thalia's gone pink.
Mm-hmm. And she walks up to you, and she's like, "Good morning. You asked to see me?"
Yes. Charles from the dock sent me.
Did he now? I see. And what is it you want from me?
I think I was wondering if you could tell me some things, actually.
You wish to speak?
Yes.
See, well, my time is not free, you understand?
I sort of pull out, like, the 10 shillings and sort of hold them in my hand.
Very well. Come with me. And she takes you she takes your hand, lifts it up, takes you out of your chair, and holds your hand daintily as she walks you back up the stairs, and into. She takes you up the other stairs, so you know you're not heading where she came from. But she takes you into a bedroom upstairs. There's this sort of. You walk in. The room has this big double bed, a couple of leather armchairs in sort of old oxblood leather. The sheets are this sort of red velvet. And she sits you down on the bed, and she sits down next to you, sort of curls her finger around your red hair, and she says, well, so what did you want to talk about?
I sort of moved slightly away from her. I was just wondering if you could explain some things to me.
I can but try.
I was told to speak to a woman for the questions that I had.
We are the wisest.
Of which there are several. You see, I've come from a rather sheltered background, and there seems to be many things that I do not know, and only men seem willing to speak to me about them. And I accidentally walked in on my cousin. There was him and another man, and they were together, and he said that was fucking. And then the man at the dock suggested that that's what I was seeing him for, and it wasn't. But then it got me thinking, and I have a lot of questions. Like if that is how.
Shh. She puts fingers to your lips. Let us start with one question at a time, shall we? What's your first question?
If that's how babies are made, how is everybody here not pregnant all of the time?
Well, when your cousin is fucking another man, there is no risk of pregnancy. Men cannot get pregnant. Mm-hmm. You know this?
Yes.
Good. And when a man fucks a woman, there is a risk, but there are ways around it. Are you pregnant now?
No. I've never. What if it's two women?
No, two women cannot get pregnant together.
But they can be together.
Oh, very much so.
Why?
Sorry, she's really hot. I'm feeling things.
Thalia is very red right now.
Stop it, I'm trying to be professional.
Sorry, carry on, ignore me.
I'm an actor and a French woman.
Oh, she's French.
Yeah,
sorry, my accent is, I'm committed
really
now,
good.
but
Didn't even realise.
Sorry, ignore me. I'm having feelings.
And I suppose I don't really have questions. I guess I was just sort of intrigued. And here was suggested, so I came here.
we have many beautiful ladies that would be more than happy to help you explore this thing.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
You already have someone, don't you? I see it. Well, what is her name?
I don't think I should tell you.
Keeping secrets is exactly what I'm here for.
Well, no, because it's not like that.
Unrequited love. And so young. We all have it, now and then.
Does it go away?
Sometimes not.
What if you're unsure of whether she feels the same for you?
Oh, then you must take the risk.
But what if that ruins everything?
Is it not already ruined if you do not have what you heart desired?
I suppose actually I've already taken the risk.
Oh?
Well, I've not exactly told her, but I think I've given her everything that I needed to for her to know.
Yes, well, some people can be stupid. Sometimes you have to really spell it out to them.
spell it out is certainly what I've done.
I see. And how did she reciprocate this spelling out?
I don't think she's read it yet.
I see. Well, it is an unconventional love, and not everyone feels this way.
Yes.
That is
And on
nature
top of
of
all
you
of
and
that,
I.
I'm actually engaged. I completely forgot. I'm supposed
Oh,
to
I
be
see.
marrying a man I barely even know.
Oh, that is the way. I also was meant to marry a man I barely even knew back in Paris. But, then there was Napoleon, and, I came here, and I left. Who knows what he was up to, and quite frankly, I do not think of him.
Quite. I have one more question, if you don't mind.
Of course.
If I'm looking to get some money, not doing that,
It's a good way to earn money. My girls here will look after you, teach you all you need, and I would definitely have you here. I can tell you are very pretty.
I'll certainly keep it in mind.
Please do.
But if I were not to do that and I wanted to get some money fast, do you have any suggestions?
Well, smile for me. No. Those are much too pretty. You're desperate for money?
Well, not right now, but I feel like we might be soon.
Well, you can... You say we. Your friend?
Yes.
Is that you love?
Yes, but there's another friend as well.
3 of you. I see.
I don't think she'd take too kindly to my thoughts.
I see. Well... I have one idea, but it is, you may not like it. You like it more than selling your teeth. You could, your hair is very pretty. And I know a wig maker who would pay handsomely for your hair. I have many contacts in the upper classes that would, yes, I could get you for a small, shall we say, a finder's fee. Perhaps £100 for your hair.
That's an awful lot of money.
It's a awfully rare color. And in such good condition for someone who would be in a position that needed to sell their hair.
Can I come back if I choose to do that?
Of course. Here. And here. She pulls out a playing card that has been hand-painted, and it looks like her on it. It's a Queen of Hearts, and it seems to be a picture of her. Yes, this will get you entry here whenever you want.
Thank you.
Be careful out there. Radcliffe is not a safe place for a young lady. I do my best to protect my girls, but if you are not my girls, I cannot protect you.
It's all right. I think I can take care of myself, but
I hope that's true.
I'm sure I shall see you again, probably. I should probably go find my friends.
Let me lead you back out. She takes your hand again, leads you down the stairs to the front door. Looks you in.
How do you know if somebody wants to kiss you?
Well, they look at you like this, and you can feel it in your heart as your skin touches theirs, and they look in. She moves closer, and then when someone runs their hand up,
back.
very well. It feels the opposite of that.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
I am not offended.
Okay. I quickly leave
Mm-hmm.
and put the card in my reticule.
Cool. She sort of stays at the door watching you disappear if you keep looking back.
Mm-hmm.
Until you sort of get to a alleyway that you turn down. She shuts the door.
Taya has feelings.
I really like Madam Beatrice.
Same.
This is my favourite NPC.
So that's sort of happening at the same time as Agatha is coming to from her laudanum deep sleep.
Okay.
Laudanum?
Laudanum.
Whatever. So you start to move a bit more, cough a bit, clear your throat, sniff. Your head sort of rolls back up a little as you sort of...
Agatha, do you feel well?
feel pretty good.
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's good, I suppose.
Why are you here?
I just wanted to know you were all right. I looked for a while and I couldn't find you, and this was the first inn I stopped by. You've been asleep for quite a while. I think you probably needed it.
I think I did.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling all right now. You've bought a bottle of gin.
Oh, yes. I pick it up and I just put it under my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should go.
Yes, we've probably taken up enough of your time.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Thank you for letting us stay here for so long.
That's what we're here for. You paid for it.
Thank you.
No worries. Where you go staying?
At the Ratcliffe Inn.
Oh, good stuff.
Yes. We probably...
Sorry.
Do I... sorry, you mentioned earlier that this is a place where you get robbed. Do I have my stuff with me still?
Rosalind's stupid, okay?
Yeah.
So I haven't been robbed. Okay, cool. Alright.
We're going to tonight, though.
Yeah, I look at the bartender, I smile. Thank you. Time to leave.
All right, take care of yourself, girls.
Well, I suppose we should go back to the inn. If Thalia tries to come home, we've got the only key.
Yes.
I've not seen any sign of her. Shall we then?
Yes.
And perhaps get you some lunch.
Yes, so...
You're ravenously hungry.
Yeah,
Ravenish.
Ravenously.
Yeah. Yeah, they did not have food in there.
No, it did not seem to be that sort of establishment.
There's a bakery right opposite, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go in there.
I'll follow.
Cool. Little ding on the door as you walk in, and you're met by a sort of large man, older, pockmarked face from acne scarring and stuff. He looks up. Morning. No, it's not. No, it's afternoon.
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 What can I get you? How many loaves are you after?
Perhaps 2 to share between us if Thalia returns.
Yes. 2 loaves.
Right, you are. That'll be 10 pennies.
I go into my reticule.
You don't have any pennies, I'd say. Well, I guess we've kind of established that you do. But yeah, you don't have... sure, there's coins. You just don't have a wide array of coinage.
I feel like between us we probably have.
Might do. I mean, and he probably can give some change.
Yeah.
So you faff around him, exchanging coins, working it all out. You have that moment where, you know, when someone in modern life is like, oh, if you give me the £5 and then I give you that and then you don't have to pay me back, and you're just like, cool, sure, I trust you. That sort of thing happens.
Okay.
And he charges you £400.
So we now have 2 loaves of bread.
2 loaves of bread. You just need 5 fish now, you think to yourself. Because you can't help it.
I hold one of the loaves in my hand and I am just like biting from it.
Nice.
And I'm literally just like, I'm not even like with my hands, I'm just biting it like that.
Cool stuff. You make your way back to the inn.
Really couldn't work out whether he was about to be sick.
No, I was trying to work out where to cough, not I was like, oh, my mic's there. Doesn't matter. I'll silence that out anyway. I was going to say roll a d20, one person.
Any of us?
Yeah, anyone, doesn't matter, just to see who gets back to the inn first.
17.
1.
Come on, yeah, Thalia gets back first.
I'm just like waiting outside of our room.
Mm-hmm.
Still rather pink.
Oh, and let's also just stop there for a break. Welcome back.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Enjoy your snacks.
Yeah, so I had hot dogs with bacon flavoured mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
But also barbecue sauce on the second one.
I had a hot dog with ketchup and also a egg and crust sandwich.
We have bread and hummus.
We have bread and hummus.
And my
And I've got
pumpkin spice
knickknacks.
latte.
Nice and spicy.
That's what Agatha said as she took laudanum.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, shall we get back into it?
Yeah.
So you guys are all about to converge on the inn where Talia's already waiting.
I'm waiting by the door to our room.
Yeah, the bedroom door. So sitting, you said you were sitting down. So you're
Yeah.
just on the floor in the corridor. People walking past you, I guess, occasionally. You just sit there. Begin.
Right, so we're walking back. Aggie's munching her loaf of bread. And yeah, get back to the inn. Go upstairs. You're sat.
I'm sat.
I'm sorry.
I'm sat. I don't say anything, I just go and unlock the door.
I'm still munching my bread.
It moved out the way so that you can unlock the door. And I'll follow you guys in. I assume you're both walking in. Been offered a job? Sort of.
What?
I sort of got offered a job on a boat.
What?
What? I wanted to test my strength, and I almost got in a fight. But then I didn't get in a fight. I got in an arm wrestle instead with the captain of a ship or something. And
Thalia!
I won.
Just to be clear, it wasn't the captain. It was just one of the guys that worked there. It was the captain that paid you at the end. Different
Right.
person.
Okay. Well, so I helped move stuff for I just needed to clear my head. And they said that they're going north tomorrow morning and invited me along. But obviously I said I wasn't going to go. But they said if I was ever here when they were here again, that I could help again. I got paid. How
Well,
much?
that's good.
10 shillings. You're right, Agatha.
I'm really good.
I found her asleep in a gin establishment. She slept for some hours.
What was it called?
The rat's tail, spelled Tale.
Surprised she didn't get robbed. I was told about that place. I
Well,
was told not to go there.
the lady there seemed perfectly lovely.
Yes. She was really kind.
And that's all. Nothing. Tell me you didn't tell her where we are.
Well, it came up, but...
Right.
I'm sorry. Which one of us has been actually trying to hold this whole thing together? Sorry, which one of us hasn't run off to follow God knows what for... Sorry. And I leave. Walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I follow.
Cool.
I don't really know where I'm going. Just down, sort of always down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to walk away.
Outside the building.
Yeah, but I'm not going far. Like, I'll go around, like, where the... Like you said, there was a coach stable area.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'm still following.
Yeah, are you trying to lose her?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess make a stealth check.
Lol, 7.
Cool. Make a perception check, yeah.
12 plus whatever it is.
Cool. Yeah. So you catch up with her. You're right behind her because you can move faster.
Rosalind.
Thalia, please, will you leave me for 1 minute?
I'm sorry. I'll give you space, but I'm not leaving you alone in an alleyway.
But it's fine for you to run off. And Agatha, apparently.
Agatha ran off.
Yes. Apparently she was quite upset. Oh, and if you were interested, your journal was open where it was before. It had been in my reticule all morning.
I wonder why. What it is that's so special about it. Sorry, I'll give you space, but I shan't leave you alone. And I'll sort of walk, like, I don't know, 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
When these two left, does Rosalind have the journal on her?
Yeah, I haven't put it down.
Okay, never mind then.
Sneaky bitch.
The ghost is called Agatha.
It was Agatha all along. We've been texting each other.
You made that up about stroking your head to cover your tracks.
In that case, I sit on the end of my bed and I think to myself, I haven't looked at the code for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it out.
Yeah, make another intelligence check.
Is this the Archibald code?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the slip.
Intelligence?
Yeah, that's what we normally
At
do.
the
Just like a
top.
straight
Oh,
stat.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, so it's just whatever your intelligence is.
20.
Nice.
Not natural,
Mm-hmm.
but 20.
Cool. Yeah, you're almost there. Getting some words out of it.
Alright. Any particular words?
Some thes, some a's, some i's.
Oh, okay.
Some, just the real basics are coming out. You're like, oh, that has to be an and or a the, and that sort of stuff.
Alright.
And then you can start cross-referencing those letters with other ones, and you're building up a... It's like playing Hangman, you're still looking at the different letters that aren't quite making words, but you're close, really close.
Okay.
I didn't mean to sound angry at you. I wasn't.
When?
About letting the person know where we're staying. It could be nothing, but I was told that it was full of robbers and things.
Well,
I just got concerned.
that's all right. I suppose we should go back in, see if Agatha's conscious.
Or run off again.
Quite.
Really is taking after me, isn't she?
Mm.
Okay, come on then. And I'll slowly head towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
I follow.
I'm sat on my bed. The code is like just to the side of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got my head against the wall, and I'm just looking around the room.
Cool. Yeah, the room is sort of slightly spinning and wavy and stuff. And feel good.
Okay.
Not as good as before when you first took the laudanum, but you feel good.
Okay.
Relaxed. Little rat scurries past again.
I don't think I noticed it because I'm not just looking like straight ahead.
Mm-hmm.
What page was it open on?
I don't know, I just closed it.
Would I remember what page it was open on? I didn't really pay attention.
No, I don't think so.
I hear you ran off.
Yes.
You really shouldn't do that.
Why not?
You left Rosalind all on her own.
Well, I wouldn't have been on my own if you hadn't left first.
Oh, yes, but I left, leaving two people together. Sorry.
I left Rosalind here. She didn't have to follow me.
I'm sorry. I needed a walk. You know how I get.
I do.
It's just been a lot.
I'm well aware.
Making any headway on the code?
I got some there's and ands and I's.
Well, that's something.
Yes.
Where was it that you found it open?
Where it was before.
Put it back there.
Are you sure?
We might as well see what happens.
I'm going to place it down where I found it.
Anything happen?
Just sits there while you all just stare at it. It's a bit weird, really.
Well, I didn't think anything was going to happen. Just seems an odd place that it's gone to the same place twice, and neither of us left it in here. What time is it?
I guess around about 2ish. Because you worked for like 4 hours. we
Yeah, I
said.
think you said it. I wrote it down. It was 2 when Aggie started waking up.
Yeah. Okay. So I
So
guess
maybe
like
half 2.
yeah, 2:30 then.
Mm.
It's 2:37. Agatha informs you.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Well, we've still got a few hours until it gets dark, so we can't go to the dock yet.
We bought some bread, if you'd like some.
Actually, I am quite hungry. Although one of the gentlemen that I worked with shared his lunch with me, it was rather sweet, actually. He didn't have any teeth. He'd sold them. I tear off a bit of bread.
Mm-hmm.
Any suggestions for what we might do? All right then. I remember that I've actually still got daggers under my skirt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get them out.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of look over them just again.
Sure.
Um
Just 3 of them.
yeah. I've got 2 regular ones and then the ornate one.
When you take out the ornate one, all of you feel the room go very cold, and the little rat that was sitting on top of the chest of drawers, just nibbling away at some crumbs, scurries back away down and out. And the whole room just feels really chilly for a minute.
Maybe it's draft.
Perhaps.
And I unattach my sword as well, because that's on the other side of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sort of sit down on the bed. Well, seems as though we are at a loss for things to do at the moment.
Mm. Rosalind's just standing by the window, not looking at anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still sat on the bed and I'm just staring into space.
Cool. The window is sort of at head height, so it's quite high. So you're kind of just looking out this small window, and you can see out across all these this patchwork roofing of different sizes and shapes and heights, and you can sort of see pigeons and gulls flying around or sitting on various things. You can see a cat walking across, hunting after a pigeon. You're sort of watching that happen. There's an owl sitting on a weather vane for a while, before it sort of takes off and glides somewhere dark, I guess, maybe into some rafters of a house. You can see there's a lot of smoke drifting through the air out of various chimneys.
Agatha,
Yes?
Rosalind said you didn't get any of my letters.
Sorry?
Well, she seemed to be under the impression that, or said that you seemed under the impression that I'd stopped sending letters when you moved away.
You did?
I did not. I stopped sending letters less than a year ago when you stopped replying to me. I never got any of your letters. So I didn't get any letters, so I assumed that I was bothering you. So I stopped. But it was not when you moved away.
Oh.
I had not heard from you in years, and so I kept sending them for a long while with
Then
no
why did I
response.
not receive them?
I don't know.
Are you just saying that to make me feel better?
No. You know I would not do that. We have never seen particularly eye to eye, but I always considered you to be one of my friends.
And I you. But, well, we ended up very differently, didn't we?
Well, actually, at the moment, you seem an awful lot like me. But yes. But I wanted you to know that I didn't stop sending them.
Right.
Did you send any to me?
Of course. But I got no letters from you, and the only person who ever came to visit me was Rosalind.
I wrote asking to come and visit. I never I never got any of your letters. I wrote to you. I wrote to the family, to your whole family, to ask if I could come and see you, and I did not get a response, so I took that as a no.
Why do I not believe you?
I'm telling the truth.
I think you are just trying to make me feel better. It's quite obvious that you're much fonder of Rosalind than you are I. You gave her your journal. You share a bed with her.
That is not the same thing, Agatha. If I could show you my last journal, I would. I would show you the entry where I wrote that I'd sent my last letter to you. If you would like to read it, go ahead. I don't think you will enjoy what you will find in there.
I stand up and I grab it.
Rosalind leaves the room.
I do not wish for secrets between us. But I should go and make sure Rosalind's okay. And I leave.
I'm just standing in the hallway outside. I'm not going anywhere. You can go back in.
I'm not sure I want to be there while she reads it.
Right.
I didn't want her to.
Everything feels like it's falling apart, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You have not done anything.
Brought you both here. This was my idea. It was stupid.
I think you'll find that I chose to come along and would not let you leave on your own. I think if you remember, actually, you had made every decision to make it just yourself.
Yes.
You do not get to apologise for me coming with you.
I'm still just sorry.
You do not need to be.
This morning was horrible. But for a moment, when Agatha said that when she said that it felt as though it was her father who had done those things, for a moment it felt as though we were getting somewhere, or getting close at least, and
I know. And we still are. Perhaps a slight break in the day is what we needed.
perhaps.
We have been moving an awful lot.
Yes. It's been quite a long few days.
Yes.
Perhaps we should just take the rest of the afternoon and rest.
That seems like a good idea, especially if we're going to go out tonight.
Yes. But I
do not wish to make things harder for you.
It's all right. I think I do quite a good job of that myself.
Maybe it would be easier if you opened up to us. And I'm not trying to rush you to say anything that you don't want to, but as much as I do not like the fact that Agatha is reading my journal at this moment, you were supposed to be the one to read it.
I know, I'm sorry, but I can't.
Please let me finish. As terrifying as it is nice to not feel so trapped anymore. And perhaps you might feel a little lighter.
Maybe. I'm not like you. I can't just do things, and I can't. You have always been able to just do as you please in a way that I cannot understand, and it's not that I don't want to, it's just always been so different for you than for me, and now everything is so different.
I know. I know.
I can't believe we're here. And I don't know how to be anymore. I thought it was working for a long time, and now I don't know. Since we left Bledlow, it's just been...
Let me tell you a story. You said we'd take the afternoon to rest.
That would be nice, but I worry about Agatha.
I think she's already engrossed in a book.
That's what I'm worried about.
I do not know how she will look at me now. It was potentially the wrong decision.
Perhaps if you've written anything about her in a pleasing light, it might help.
There are very few sections on Agatha in that journal.
Right. We're going to have to go back in at some point.
Yes. Come on then. And I take a breath, sort my hair out, just sort of faff a bit, and walk back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
I follow.
I'm sorry, Agatha.
If it helps, I've not read it. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I've not looked at it. I was really just keeping hold of it.
You might enjoy some of the things she says about you in her.
I put it back where it was, and then I pick it back up, and I realise it's open. And struggle for a minute. And put it back.
Everything I thought was true.
What do you mean?
You like Rosalind more than you like me.
It's different, Agatha, you know that. You know I care for you very much. More so now than I did when we first came together in Penhallow Hall. But it is not the same. You are right. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't visit, and I'm sorry that you didn't know how much I care for you, and I'm sorry that I don't love you like I love her. But I can't change that. It does not mean that I do not care about you. I like having you around, Agatha. Things have changed even since the last entry in that everything has changed since then. And if I could write about you now, I'd write about one of my best friends. And I'm sorry that it hasn't always been that way. But you are loved. And you will never have to be alone again.
No. I don't have to be alone. I stand up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the Velvet Masquerade.
Sure, you don't know where it is.
I'll
So-
find it. I'll ask
I'm
someone
following.
along
Yeah, I'm also following you.
Agatha, where are you going?
the... Don't answer.
Okay. Are you trying to lose them?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check then.
Perception.
Yes.
20.
Bollocks.
Yeah, you managed to. You know that Thalia's faster than you, so when you get around the corner, you do a flat out run for a minute, and you turn this way and that way and stuff. And faster doesn't mean they know which direction you went, and you lose them successfully.
Okay.
Agatha!
Yeah, you find yourself wandering around the back streets of Ratcliffe at 3 in the afternoon.
Can I see anyone?
Yeah, people are walking around. There's a woman right next to you right now. She's just sort of pouring washing water out down the drain. Well, drain down onto the street so it drains away. Yeah, she's just dirty washing water out. She's doing washing. So there's a couple of dogs around her feet.
You know, I'm just gonna keep walking until I find it.
Okay. Yeah, you start methodically walking up and down each street. And I guess it probably takes you... Oh, we should make this interesting, I suppose. So you're going to have to cover all of Ratcliffe, basically, until you find it. Roll at a d20. That'll establish how quickly you find it.
15.
Cool, okay. You guys are also running around Ratcliffe.
Yeah, searching for her.
Yeah, okay. How do we make this fun?
I'm gonna be like checking like the places that I know there, as well as like.
Yeah, okay. I imagine you run straight back to that gin den.
Yes.
So you've run one direction. Agatha's gone another at the moment.
Do
Everyone,
we have to roll to see how quickly we find her?
just make another perception check. Agatha, make another stealth check.
14.
Give me a moment.
6.
18.
Okay. On your way out of the gin den, you think you spot her sort of marching down another alleyway across the road, and you can give chase.
Yeah.
When you get there, you can't see her, but you think you're close by. You think you can see. You think you saw her. So you guys make a survival check for tracking, basically.
14.
20. Not natural.
Okay. Yeah. So when you get to the alley where you think you saw her, and you see some footsteps in the mud and the dirt, and you start to follow them. And then you guys roll. Just one of you roll a d20.
You're rolling better than me.
Don't say that.
5.
Oh.
Why would you say that?
Because you are.
So, yeah, you successfully you think you've tracked her, and as you're following these footsteps in the mud and dirt, it leads you back onto familiar streets as you approach somewhere. So you eventually, after a couple of hours, I guess, of just walking everywhere without asking anyone, eventually come across a large, dilapidated manor house with a wooden masquerade mask on the gates, and that just says to you, this must be the place. It feels right. So you go up and knock on the door.
Yep.
Cool.
Is there like someone is there like a reception area?
Don't know yet. The door opens, and a very large man, shaved head. We've been over this description before. Yeah. Opens the door, looks you up and down, and says, twice in one day. You looking for work?
I'm looking for a man.
Yeah, we've got men here. You're a bit early, but we're always open, I
can
guess.
wait.
No, come on in. You got coin?
Yes.
Great, come on in. We'll sort you right out. What kind of man you looking for?
Any man.
Great, perfect. I just had a terrible thought. Doesn't matter. Okay, so he invites you in. The door shuts behind you. Well, why don't you come through here to the to our little lounge area? You can make yourself comfortable, have yourself a drink, and we'll send down a few of our choice men for you to pick from, if that would be wonderful. It is cash first. It'll be £1 for an hour.
Do I have a pound?
Just about. Perfect. Right this way. He takes you into this beautiful lounge room. There's sort of leather chaise lounges. There's all these beautiful cushions and fur skin rugs. There's a lion on the wall. A lion's head. It's a really old, dilapidated one.
That at some point.
It's definitely losing a lot of its fur, and it's the face is a bit not great. Like it's a bit wonky. Yeah, beautiful rugs, and in the room there's a number of sort of scantily clad women. There's 2 of them actually, because it's still quite early. A couple of women in these sort of long, sheer robes that leave nothing to the imagination. They're sitting in a corner, just drinking some tea together next to an open fire. They look over to you and smile as you enter.
Okay.
He's like, she's after a man, girls, don't worry. Make yourself comfortable. What can I get you to drink?
Gin, please.
Gin, we've got plenty of gin. Girls? And one of the girls gets up,
Until we get to find them.
walks across. I'll be right back with some of our finest selections for you. Yeah, so one of these ladies, girls, quite young, probably your age, maybe a bit older, comes across, pours some gin for you and brings it over. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My name is, hold on, I should have brought that up before.
What is happening? What is this episode?
My name's Rose.
This is really a D&D episode.
Rose,
Rose.
I'm about to say my name's Agatha, but then I realised that we're trying not to get caught. So I think for a bit, trying to remember what name I gave myself. And then I remember and say, my name's Esther.
Yeah, so that's my name's long. Esther. Oh, Pleased to meet you, Esther. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to have so much fun. The boys here are so good at their jobs.
Yes.
I recommend Jonathan. But there's also Zach. He's great. Yes. You don't seem the talky type. Would you like me to sing to you? It's kind of my thing here.
I don't know.
Oh, don't be nervous. They know what they're doing.
I want someone to show me what it feels like to be loved.
Oh. Well, that's what we do here. And you don't have to do anything you don't want to.
I don't know what I want.
Would you like a hug?
Yes.
I can do that. She leans forward and these sort of tiny little arms that she has sort of wrap around you and give you a tight hug. And she starts to sing a little melody.
Which goes like...
No. It's okay. We'll look after you here. During this, the big guy comes back and then sort of ushers the three men that he brought with him back out again. He's like, awkward. This is quite the time. And has them, and then sort of closes the door. He's still in the room. He closes the door. And I don't know if you notice or not, but he tries to get without saying anything, gets eye contact with the other lady there and sort of try to establish whether he should interrupt here or not. And he gets the impression he's just going to sit out for a minute and just wait to see how this unfolds. And then he has an idea and he leaves. Whether or not you see that, I don't know. So in the meantime, you're just being hugged and sung to.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get there.
We get somewhere.
We get somewhere.
I wouldn't say just yet. You're still a little bit behind.
I pull away from Rose and I see the three men.
They're not in the room, are
They're out at the moment. You look up in time as the big guy's closing the door again. You can see the men are outside standing, sort of looking a bit confused because they're about to go in to be picked or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the door closes. But you have an opportunity to call out before the door closes if you want.
I do that.
Okay. So the door does not close. Oh, are you good to pick?
Let me see.
Excellent. Well, may I introduce first Mr. Jonathan? And he puts on this posh voice as he starts introducing these men. It's a bit of a piss take, really, and you probably don't take kindly to it because he's taking the piss out of your people's accents. We've got Mr. Jonathan here. He's good with his hands. He's tall, he's elegant, he's a fascinating creature, and he comes as far away from exotic places such as York. And yeah, this guy, Jonathan, comes in. He takes a sweeping bow, walks over to you, takes your hand to give it a kiss.
I let him.
You let him? Cool. He's like, pleased to meet you. I can promise you that if I'm the one you want to take to bed, you will not regret it. And the guy's like, yeah, Jonathan's full of himself. This is Zach. Zach is well, Zach speaks for himself. Zach flows in. He's got this sort of, he's basically wearing women's clothing. He's wearing the same sort of clothes as the two girls. He's got this sheer kind of dressing gown on, these skimpy little pants. He's wearing sort of rouge makeup and stuff, and his hair's not long, but it's longish and sort of swept back. He comes in, he's like, oh, wonderful to meet you. What's your name?
Esther.
Esther, that's a beautiful name, biblical.
Yes.
Well, here is where we leave the Bible outside. And finally, we have Nigel. No, it's not Nigel. I'm trying to think of a cool...
Thomas.
Sure.
Thomas sounds like an old name.
Yeah. And here we have Thomas. Thomas is the quiet, shy type, but he knows his way around, if you know what I mean. He's talking to everybody else in the room.
Like a game show.
Because
It's
how he
really
does
giving
it.
Bachelor.
Giving naked attraction.
How he likes to do things. Yeah, Thomas comes in. And he's like, "My lady." Doesn't say much. The big guys. And I am. My name's Richard. I am security here, as you've established. I'm going to leave you for a few minutes with these fine young gentlemen, and you just go with the flow. And I'm going to head up and talk to the lady of the house, he says as he drops his little fake accent and heads outside. So you're now left in the room, these 2 girls, 3 guys, and they're all kind of sat around, not too close to you, but there's a sort of, almost a circle of chairs that they've all sort of gathered in around you.
I make eye contact with Thomas. And I nod.
He looks to the others and he's like, "Shall we?"
Put my hand in.
Better luck next time, boys. And he leads you out, picks you up.
Picks me up.
Picks you up. He's a big guy. He's like, he knows that girls like to be,
Okay.
like to enjoy his.
When he picks me up, I like bash his chest, like I scramble out.
Oh, I'm sorry. The ladies usually like me showing off my strength.
Thomas, is it?
Yes.
I've never done this before.
Ah. Well, you're in safe hands, in a safe place. We can go at your speed.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you don't have to be sorry. Should we go back into the...
No.
Shall we continue?
Just hold me.
Of course. Come this way. He offers you his hand. Before you take it. He leads you up the stairs, around this spiral staircase type thing, and up to one of the rooms which he opens, sort of leads you into. This room is covered in sort of white silk sheets, curtains. The whole room is basically dark oak and white silk, and leather and other sort of white fabrics. He takes both your hands and leads you over to the bed. Do you want to just lie down and be held?
Yes.
I can do that. So you lie down and he lies next to you, and these sort of big arms come around you, and you lay on this soft silk sheets, which are softer than any fabric you ever had at home. You're used to just sort of a rich cotton, nothing extravagant. These 2 big arms come around you and hold you, and you can feel his chest behind you and his deep, heavy breathing on the back of your neck. And you just sort of relax into that. And before long, do you drift off to sleep?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool. In the meantime, you follow these tracks back to the Velvet Masquerade, and you're like, I think this is where she went in.
She can't have gone in here.
Well, what is it?
How would she have found out about this place?
What is it? Was it private property or can we go in?
We can go in.
Right. If she's in there, we really ought to.
Rosalind?
What?
You might see some things in here.
Well, after this morning, I think I can
The
handle...
men at the docks told me about it.
Right. Well, Agatha needs us, and I made it past several dead bodies this morning. So.
Yes, that... Okay. And I go up and knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. Big guy opens the door again. What did I say his name was?
Richard.
Richard. Cool, yeah. Big guy. You don't know his name anyway. You're back. That was quick. Oh, and you bought a new recruit?
No, it's not like that. Our friend... Stop it.
What?
Rosalind, stand behind me. Please.
Okay.
We think our friend might have come here. She's small and blonde.
She's here.
Was she alright?
Very well, right, I'd say.
Oh. She seemed rather upset.
I'm sure she's letting off some steam as we speak.
Might you...
Come on in.
Thank you.
Did you want to speak to the lady again?
Yes, I think so.
Been here before?
Potentially.
Oh, she was here this morning.
Of course.
I just wanted to get some...
Well, this afternoon, actually. Yeah, early afternoon. My mistake. Right, well, head upstairs, take a left, second door on the right. Why don't you come with me and I'll introduce you to...
She'll stay with me.
Yes, I really do just want to be sure that our friend is alright.
Okay, well, both come with me then. I'll lead you into
Wait, are there mirrors here?
Oh my god.
So many mirrors.
Okay, where is the first one that I see?
First one is
I've never seen you this excited over anything this whole game.
at the bottom of the stairs.
Rosalind's got issues, right?
Just before the entrance to the lounge she's about to lead you to, there's a mirror on the right. A very tall mirror, full size.
Immediately notice it.
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of get a bit scared because I haven't seen what I look like since yesterday when we got these dresses.
Mm-hmm.
But I look like I'm in a nice establishment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I sort of...
Very interesting and extravagant. Lots of mixed fabrics and different styles, but all very elegant kind of things. Just an odd mix of elegance.
Right.
There's Baroque, there's, I don't know. That's the only word I know.
So, yes, I take in my surroundings,
Mm-hmm.
and I take a breath and I push through it, and I look in the mirror, and it's not great, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be, so I just sort of fix my hair a little bit, I'll pinch the cheeks, and yeah, don't love the dress, but I just sort of try and make it sit nicer.
About 3 or 4 minutes later, with everyone just, you good?
Sorry, I've not... Sorry.
And he opens the door. I'll avoid that camera. So he swings the door open, and inside there's, you're greeted by the sort of, you kind of heard but were distracted by the mirror, this sort of music coming through the walls, you know, so it's whatever the word is. And as the door opens, the sort of music becomes hearable and stuff. There's the sound of a young woman singing and playing on a harp. Very cliche classical. And in the room, there's 3 men in various states of unattire. So they're all sort of wearing silk dressing gowns and sheer fabrics, and there's a woman sitting down with them, sort of, they're all almost sprawled over each other. The woman's barely wearing anything at all. She's just wearing a sort of see-through fabric of some sort. The woman wearing the harp, playing the harp and singing is in a similar sort of state. She's sitting on one of the chaise lounges, just sort of singing. Everyone else is listening. They all sort of turn. The singing doesn't stop. They all turn to look at you and smile. One of the guys gives you a bit of a wink. Just make yourself comfortable. I'll go fetch the lady.
Bye.
If you like anything you see, well, you know the deal. As the bell rings.
Sorry.
Oh, it's lunchtime, sorry.
I don't think I ought to be in here.
No. I did not think this was the place for you.
Where are you looking?
At the floor.
Mm-hmm. Where are you looking?
I glance at the 2 ladies
Mm-hmm.
just to see what they look like.
Yeah.
And then
They look good.
glance back at Rosalind and then back at the floor.
One of the men gets up, comes over to you. Oh, do make yourself comfortable, ladies. Please. And he pulls out a chair. Sit. Let me get you some wine. Relax. Enjoy the music. My name's Zach.
Thank you. Rosalind's really torn because this is the nicest place we've been to since the Viscounts. And there's a man telling me to do things. And when things are nice and there's a nice man telling me things, I feel like that's proper and that makes me feel comfortable. But everything else about this setting feels really wrong and improper. So Rosalind just kind of malfunctions for a little bit. But I take the chair and say thank you to him.
Oh, you're welcome. Wine? We already have music.
Just a little then, thank you.
Wonderful.
And for me, if we could.
Of course. And he magically pulls 2 wine glasses out of nowhere. It's his magic trick. It's not out of his butt. I know you're thinking I'm thinking that, but I'm not. I am. Pours 2 glasses of wine for you. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Perhaps a massage?
We think our friend might have come here.
Yes, she just left with Thomas.
She left with a man?
Left this room. They're upstairs.
Unchaperoned.
Oh no, they're
I hardly think
chaperones.
This is the place where people come to be chaperoned.
You've not...
Sorry, I just like the way I am. I just thought about the math lady meme, and I'm like, that's kind of Rosalind. I was really just like.
Talia's just realising that Rosalind is at the same point that Thalia was at before she saw Edwin. And realising that she has no idea about anything that is going on here.
Mm-hmm. First time here?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
We're just looking for our friend.
Yes.
We're all friends here.
We're looking for our
Yes. We're
particular friend.
just a little worried about her. It's.
Oh, she's in good hands. Not as good a hands as she could be, but there's no accounting for taste.
Well, she was rather upset, and I think because of us, and we just would like to make sure she's all right.
She's definitely gonna be all right.
Should I drink some wine to be polite?
Mm-hmm.
I'll also drink wine. Quick. quicker than Rosalind.
Yeah, I'm sipping mine.
While this conversation is happening, the doors open again, and you're greeted for the second time. You for the first time. This woman who seems taller than she is because her hair keeps going. In this veneer silk outfit that I described before. Massive breasts, thick thighs, piercing blue eyes. Walks well, the usual. I'm not going to do it again. Enters the room and she's like, Thalia, you're back. No, she's French.
Never gave my name.
You didn't? Oh, I thought
Also, she's French.
Yeah. You are back again so soon, and you bring a friend.
We're looking for our other friend.
Yes, she's already occupied, as they say.
Oh, is she alright?
Oh, I imagine so. And what can I do for you?
We just wanted to get her, really.
I think she's fine.
Well,
is there any way that you could tell her that we're here?
In my experience, which is a lot, people do not like to be disturbed in the middle of the things that they get up to here, especially not with news that their friends are waiting downstairs for them. It is a little off-putting, shall we say? But you are more than welcome to just wait until she is done.
Do you know how long she might be?
She's paid for an hour, so she shall have her hour.
And how long ago did she get here?
Oh, perhaps 15, 20 minutes. You understand that I'm not normally so forthcoming with news of our clientele, but
yes,
it's D&D, so we have to have a little bit. And have you thought more about my offer if you need some money?
I haven't really had a chance.
Of course, it has only been an hour, has it not? Roughly, maybe.
Yeah.
Surprised to see you back so quickly.
Yes,
But
I
it is
wasn't
a
planning on
pleasant
coming back so
surprise.
soon.
And is this one you bring? Your friend?
Yes.
Ah.
We...
Speak up.
We should wait then.
is that alright?
Of course, you can wait as long as you want. She brushes her hand across your cheek a little. Welcome to my home.
You live here?
Yes, we all live here.
It's a beautiful building. You've decorated it very tastefully.
Thank you. I know the fashion is a little eclectic, but it suits our expectations. And I'm glad it fits your expectations.
Indeed, I think it is by far the nicest place in Ratcliffe that we've seen.
Yes, I imagine it is.
She is all right, isn't she?
I am positive she is all right. And where are you staying in Ratcliffe? Somewhere safe, I hope.
We were told it was safe.
We were told it was the safest inn for us to be in.
Ah, so there's the Ratcliffe Inn then on the highway. It is safe enough, yes.
Although, other people might know that we're staying there now.
Oh?
May have been said to somebody who owns the gin den.
So that's Tail, spelled T-I-L-E. I'm not going to stop.
T-I-L-E.
T-L... You told someone from the Rat's Tail where you were staying. No. This is not good.
Well, she seemed very kind. She took care of
Oh,
our friend when she...
No. You tell someone from the Rat's Tail where you live, and then they rob you. This is always the way. They spot people, and no. You cannot stay at the inn anymore.
Well, the inn has there's security there.
Ugh, there's security. Yes, there's security, but nowhere has office. Nowhere has a Richard. Security at the inn is like... Just that chubby old owner with his gun, and he is forced to sleep all the time. I would not trust him with my life. And that is what you are trusting if you tell someone from the Rat's Tails that you are staying there, and you talk with these voices, and you let them know that you are people of money. Wherever you are here, and it's none of my business. You cannot stay there anymore. I insist. You must stay here tonight.
Really?
Yes, I cannot have you. Now that I know these, yes, you are now my responsibility, knowing that you have told me these things. I cannot help you elsewhere, and I cannot let you leave, knowing that you have put your lives in danger.
Will protect your girls. You said you couldn't protect us if we weren't your girls.
I can protect you if you're in my house.
Right.
In my house.
That's very kind of you.
So what on earth were you doing at the Rat's Tail?
Well,
Our friends seem to have found her way there.
she's not doing well, I fear, at the moment.
I see.
Well, we're just worried. That's why we're here.
It's very unlike her to have come to a place such as this, or a place such as the Rat's Tail.
I see. Well, it is good you have come to me with this news so quickly, because I fear you would not have many nights left at the inn before someone helps themselves to your belongings.
Our things are there now.
Well, I will,
Some quite important things.
We could
if you will,
go and get them.
I will send Richard with my carriage. You can go with him, and we can bring all your stuff over as soon as possible. I think this will be for the best.
Thank you. That's incredibly kind.
No, it is my pleasure. I cannot have you put this responsibility on me. You tell me you go to the Rat's Tail, you tell me that you live there, you live here, and I do nothing, then I know that when you are robbed, it is on me for not looking after you with the knowledge that I have and the powers that are given to me here. So, yes, we will sort this out, and I will look after you.
Thank you.
For a little while. And maybe in return you can help me somehow.
Whatever we can do. Well,
Good. Well, let us do this now while your friend enjoys her time with Thomas.
she's... Is it quite all right that they're... I just worry she's never been... Well, certainly not alone unchaperoned with a man before, and even then, I don't think her engagement with men has been very common.
She is in good hands. You are all in good hands now.
Forgive, it just seems terribly improper.
Everything we do here is improper, my dear. Look around you. The floor is not so interesting as the people in here. Look up. Enjoy.
I don't understand.
The carpet is not that interesting to look at it, is it? But the people?
Oh, it's...
Forgive me, miss. Madam, sorry. Rosalind does not...
You are very red yourself, I see.
Yes, and I do not know much, but my friend knows less.
Well, you may find you learn much while you stay here under my roof.
Shall we get our stuff then?
Yes. Richard, bring round the horse and cart, and we will bring these ladies safely to our home.
Thank you again.
No, it is what I must do. It is the right thing. Go, and then come back with your belongings, and I will find somewhere suitable for you to sleep for the night. And then we shall discuss your payment system. How you shall repay my kindness.
Of course.
Off you go.
Do we follow Richard?
Yeah.
Okay. We will do that then.
In the meantime, Agatha, you're just snoring away in the arms of this man who's wide awake, but just like doing his job.
Yeah.
No sweat.
Now was easy work for me.
Yeah.
Get paid.
Like a good hour.
He's enjoying it too, really.
Just get a bit of a rest and I'm being
He's
paid.
like, oh, this is quite nice,
Quite
actually.
wholesome.
It's not long before he drifts off to sleep too.
Aww. Okay, so we go with Richard.
Yeah. You go up, you, I guess collect all your stuff, bring it all down.
I get everything from under the floorboard.
Yep.
Was the journal in the same place?
Uh,
Has it been opened?
no, it's just sitting there. Yeah, untouched.
Very gingerly put it back in my reticule.
I really hope that doesn't come back here when we're not.
Yes. Perhaps we ought to keep an eye on it.
Pay your bills.
How much are the bills?
No idea. Can't remember ever what I write down.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Couple of
possibly.
pounds.
Yeah.
Sure. And yeah, head back to the Velvet Masquerade with your belongings, which are all brought in. There's a sort of backyard and stuff that the horse is stabled in, so you kind of take the back way in this time rather than through the grand entrance, the dilapidated grand entrance. And you're greeted again. By this time, Agatha's hour is up, and she's back down in the lounge. Unless there's a conversation you want to have as you're gently awoken by soft stroking of your hair by this man.
Yeah, I open my eyes, and at first I'm a little bit confused about where I am, but I see him and I just give a little smile.
Gives you a little kiss on the forehead.
Thank you.
It was my pleasure.
I'm sorry,
No, people come here for all sorts of things, and sometimes just talking and conversation and being held is one of those things. It's perfectly normal. And certainly nothing to apologize for.
I sometimes feel like people don't like me very much.
I've never felt that way myself, but, just to see you here, I can't imagine that's the case. You seem quite lovely.
I haven't been very lovely recently.
We all make mistakes.
I'm scared. My father and my two friends' fathers, we're trying to find them. And there's a man that I think I might love. And he's gone missing too. But he is married. He'll never love me.
Married men love a lot of different things. It just depends what you're looking for, I imagine.
I just want to find him, and I want to find my father. And I just want everything to go back to normal. I want to be in bed. I want my mother.
He sort of strokes your hair as you cry. There.
Well, there's no point. We have to find them. Will you kiss me? I just want to know what it feels like. But that's it, please.
Of course. And he gently takes your chin with his hand and turns your face towards his and gently kisses you on the mouth.
I let it happen, and then when it finishes, I just bow my head and I go back to just looking down again. I think I should go now.
Yes, time is to an end for now. Let me lead you back down to the lounge.
Thank you.
Cool. As you are coming down the stairs, you see this tall woman with, well, she's not tall. She looks tall because of her hair, blah, 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 blah. Standing, talking with a couple of people you know quite well, Rosalind and Thalia, who, as the stairs creak as you're walking down, they glance over and look up at you.
I'm sorry.
It's quite alright.
I didn't do anything. Oh. I kissed him.
Agatha.
Goodness.
Well,
Madam here has said that we might stay with her.
Stay?
She says it's unsafe to stay at the Ratcliffe Inn because I told that lady at the Rat's Tail where we were staying. She says that they find out where you live and they rob you. And we have some very important things, as you know.
Yes.
We've been back with Richard, the security man, and we collected everything. We've paid the bill off as well. It's all done.
I'm glad I don't have to see that bartender again.
She was not our biggest fan.
You're going to be alright staying here?
Yes. It's quite nice here, actually.
Yes, you have a lovely home.
Thank you. Well, shall I show you to a room that you can all share?
Thank you.
You are welcome. Come, it's this way. And this time she doesn't lead you upstairs. She takes you downstairs into the basements, where the rooms are cooler as you head down, but they're not uncomfortably so. And there are sort of, you can smell in the air that the rooms are heated. You can sort of pick up the smell of soot and stuff. Yeah, she leads you down this sort of basement corridor to a room that is, it's nice. The window is actually not too dissimilar to the one in the attic room you were using before, except this time, of course, the window just opens up onto sort of garden level rather than up above the rooftops. In the room is a single bed and bunk beds. I had to move in an extra bed for you. Normally it's just bunk beds that my girls usually sleep in, but we have a spare room at the moment because our stable is not as full as it could be. But I think you will find this comfortable. You have plenty of wood for the fire, and we'll bring you fresh sheets soon, and water to wash your faces with, and someone will empty your chamber pots every day, and everything you need I can supply for you. The door locks from the inside if you want, and we like to eat together for breakfast, usually quite late, sort of 11 a.m. Because we work late, and make yourselves comfortable, and I'm sure you will get a feeling of how this house works as time goes on. And perhaps tonight we speak of how you repay my kindness.
Yes.
Not to worry, it not be something you cannot handle.
What we spoke of earlier,
Oui.
would that help for a bit?
Oui. If you are sure, it will pay handsomely.
I think that's probably the nicest for us. I don't think we could offer much else.
I disagree, but we will discuss it later. But yes, if you want, we can split the money to pay for your food and board here, and you still make the profit that you look for, and I make my little cut for the arrangements. There's nothing to be concerned about, I see on your face, but I let you two talk among yourselves. Can I get you anything else before I leave you for the afternoon?
I don't think so.
Wonderful. Miss Esther, I hope you enjoyed your time with Thomas.
Yes, very much.
Good. He's got good strong arms, has he not?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, if you need him again, you let me know.
Thank you.
And if you want to enjoy what I have to offer, then you just speak to me.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
And yeah, she sort of leaves you in this this bedroom. It's the light's okay. It's coming in through the window and sort of refracting around. It's not too bad. And it feels kind of cozy. A little fireplace lit in the corner. It's small, but it's enough to keep the room at a nice temperature, even though it's kind of half underground and whatnot. Keeps the damp off the walls.
Is there a bed that you prefer?
I'll take the single.
They're all singles.
The other one's a bunk bed.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. All right.
I don't mind.
I guess I'll take the top one.
Oh. It certainly feels nicer. Safer.
Yes. I hardly think anybody's going to try and break in it.
Yes.
So, Thomas?
He's a very handsome man.
Right. Journal's not disappeared?
checking my reticule. Is it there?
Make a perception check.
Not 20. So 21.
Still there, yeah.
That was really mean. Yes. I'm gonna take it out so we can see it. Is there like a surface, like a mantelpiece or somewhere I can put it
there's,
so we can all keep an eye on it?
There's a, what do you call it, with the mirror and the makeup?
Vanity.
There's a vanity table there.
Sorry.
For the vein.
Yes. Just put it down. So we can all see where it is.
Well... Of all the places I thought we'd end up.
This is our third place of residence in 3 days. Strange adventure this is.
Quite.
So, Agatha, will you be taking the opportunities of this house again?
No, I don't think so. It was nice to kiss someone, but I think I would like to kiss someone I love. Yes.
I'm sorry that I upset you.
It's okay. I've been thinking a lot of things the past few weeks. I guess I was just a bit confused.
Are you less confused now?
No.
I don't think any of us are. But we are here with you, Agatha, and regardless of the difficulties and the differences we have between the three of us, we have to trust each other now in this, because we don't know what we're dealing with, and I just want you to know you can trust us, and that we care for you, and we just need to stay together and remember what's truly important. I'm not quite sure what to do with myself now.
Well, what time is it?
It's like afternoon.
3:30, 4? Probably 4 now.
Aggie
Yeah,
ran off
probably.
at 3.
Yeah,
and then we
it
looked
took like
for her
2
for hours, and
So
then she had an hour with Thomas.
Yeah, so it's like 6.
Sure,
Going
we'll
by.
say it's 6 then.
That.
Yeah.
Dinner time.
Yeah. She spoke about breakfast, but nothing about dinner.
We could ask someone.
I suppose if they like to eat their meals together, then perhaps there's something.
Should we go ask?
She did say we could make ourselves comfortable, and that.
Should we go ask someone?
Right. I'm just gonna take a look in the mirror before we go, because I'm like, I've got one back now, and I've like latched onto it a bit.
Sure. Okay, so you head back upstairs, make your way to the lounge, as that's the place where you know and you've experienced that people can be there. When you get in, a couple of the guys are sitting around. Other than that, it's pretty empty at the moment. So it's the guy you saw come down with Agatha, so Thomas is there, and another guy with sort of shorter hair, who you know as Lucas. The other two don't know his name, I don't think. No, did he introduce his name to you?
Who's Lucas?
Or was it? No, it was Zach, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
Zach.
Zach.
Yeah.
not Lucas,
Zach's the
yeah.
one that spoke to us.
Yeah, so it was Zach, yeah. So Thomas and Zach are there. They're playing cards. Go look up. Girls?
Good evening.
2 questions.
Yeah?
Madam said that you all like to eat breakfast together. We were wondering what the situation for dinner might be.
Dinner, we don't tend to do dinner so much because we usually like to eat while we're working. So, like, food sort of comes out around here when our guests and clientele arrive. You're welcome. Well, you're not actually. Not dressed like that. Madam will probably be able to supply some more suitable clothes for you if you're gonna.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that would be quite nice. As you can see, these do not fit fantastically. We had them.
No. Yeah. But you know, if you're suitably attired, you can spend your time in here, talk with the clientele, and eat to your heart's content. Otherwise, I guess you'd have to just take your food in the kitchens or back down to your bedroom or whatever. It's what we usually do when we're not working.
Yes, we'll probably do that, at least for tonight. My next question is, I don't suppose you fancy
A fuck.
game of
Yeah.
cards?
Cards. Yeah. No worries. That's why. That's where I thought you were going. Cards. Yeah, we can do that. Well, unless you.
What?
No, cards. Cards it is then. Yeah. Well, we'll do you in. We'll play a bit of poker.
I don't play myself, but I shall join for the company.
Fab. What, you sit, you play?
I'd really rather not.
Yeah, you'll play. Come on, it's just a game. We're not playing for money.
All right then.
Cool. Esther?
Yes, I'll join.
Fab. Right. So it's, and he leads you through the poker rules of the day, the 1820 days.
West.
Yeah. So you'll sit down to enjoy a nice, getting to know you game of poker with the boys. And that's where we'll leave it.
I don't want to lose it.
Ha ha ha.